Orchard Valley is here with Cheryl Manser. Cheryl is leading our Meet Your Feet ministry. Not only leading it, but she's the champion of it. And I know she's very excited about the work that it does. Cheryl, tell us about Meet Your Feet and why it generates such passion for you.
Well, Meet Your Feet started when I retired first after having a career as a doctor's office nurse and working in pharmacy, and my last employer insisted that I become a foot care nurse, which I had no indication that I ever wanted to be a foot care nurse, but he insisted and he paid for it, so I said, okay, I'll do it. But once I started with people, you become a caregiver, you become a listener, and you become a helper. With some of the clients, they just want to sit and talk. Their feet are fine, but they want to be able to sit down for maybe 20 minutes and have somebody listen to them. So after I retired from the drugstores, I got this idea that there were people out there that couldn't afford foot care. So I got this idea that I could provide free foot care because I have been well blessed myself. So I didn't really need a job, and I felt that I could give back to the community. And so I started foot care. But then I had to go and look for money. And so I came to Orchard Valley, and they generously provided volunteers. They invited money, a space, and all the support that I needed. So I started my first clinic that I had here in Orchard Valley. I had 22 people. And from there, it went from word of mouth, and the last clinic that we did with 4 other nurses, we did 110 people. The program has become a social outlet. Men that came that didn't know each other ended up being friends. The volunteers were great. They did the charting for us. They provided the tea and the coffee. They would pick up on things that were whispered in the nurses' ears, and that would help us kind of look at things. Sometimes we saw that there might be some abuse, and we didn't address it, but we would send a note to a doctor, or if we saw some signs that could be worsening, we would call the doctor, fax the doctor, and that we've got feedback that was very appreciative by the medical people. Why I outreach, I think, is my thing that I like to do. I was brought up, and most people know that I was brought up in a huge family by a mother who turned nobody away from her door. That was instilled in us, even though that we were sort of on the poor side, but there was always others that we could help, and she did help. So I think that was instilled in me as a child, and this is why I do what I do, because I enjoy it, but I feel called to do it.
And it sounds like you've changed some lives as well.
Well, I hope so, because if your feet hurt, you hurt all over, because every step is going to hurt. But I think the bond that we have with the clients that come in is one of the most important thing. I've never stressed my United Churchness, because I feel if anyone knows the United Church, they know that that's what we're supposed to do. So whatever I'm out and about, I just say, this is what we provide, but we don't expect to see you here on Sunday morning, because I just feel that you do good things and it comes back to you.
Thank you, Cheryl. I really appreciate you taking this time out of this busy day. Was there anything else you wanted to say?
No, I'm just happy being me.
Well, Cheryl is one of our champions, one of the saints of the church in leading this Meet Your Feet program, a vital ministry, not just for our part of our outreach, but for our communities. So thank you, Cheryl.
You're welcome. Hope that's not too corny.